or you're going to have to go with the way of the world. That's going to be a big choice, y'all.
Yes.
Again, the source of this wine, which the world drinks, is the sons of Elohim. You know, those servants who bear the burden of Yahushua, which is to carry his water to the beast. You know, we still going to have to prophesy against this beast system. We're going to have to prophesy the word of Elohim, and we're going to be persecuted for doing so. We're going to be killed for doing so. The scriptures speak of us being wore out, as it says in Daniel. You know, this will actually be an honor. You know, contrary to the world's way of looking at things, when this takes place, it will actually be an honor. Revelation speaks of blessed are those that die during that time. You know, it will be an honor, a real big blessing to die during that time. You know, and you know, that's why I was listening to Brother Isaiah's vision or dream, and you know, and it really almost brought tears to my eyes, because it was like, you know, that's just, man, that is the highest compliment that you can pay a saint, is to actually be martyred for Yahushua, for his name's sake. You know, that's the stuff that the bride is made from. You know, when you see them up under the altar crying, how long before you take vengeance upon us? You know, he said, yet a little while longer, till the number of you be filled up, which are martyred, which are killed just as y'all were. You know, martyred for Yahushua. Man, that's, you know, that's the creme de la creme right there. You know, but again, Yah's way is much higher than man's ways. You know, man look at that and say, wow, man, you got to be nuts. What are you talking about? You know, yeah, when Yahushua says rejoice, rejoice greatly when men persecute you for my name's sake. For great is your reward in heaven. You know, man, that's what we're looking for. We're not getting any persecution. You know, we have to, you know, kind of think about this a little bit. You know, that's, you know, said those that are persecuted, great is their reward. Scripture teaches us that all that follow Yahushua will be persecuted. You know, so, hey, I don't know where these folks get this, you know, real rosy, beautiful picture, you know, of laughing jokes and mansions and on the hill and all this stuff, you know. You know, I don't know. Scriptures I read speak a little different. Not to say that a follower of Yahushua can't have those things. He can. You know. But there's a responsibility that comes along with being a follower of Yahushua, and that is to bear that word. You know, we have to carry that word. We have to speak that word. You know, we have to take it to the rulers and everybody up under them. You know, that they might get an opportunity to come into salvation even as we got the opportunity. Because someone spoke it to us. Someone showed us. How dare us not take it unto others. Well, that's all I have for you today. I pray it was a blessing unto you.